it's Allison here. Tuesday night life rules. So tonight's life rule is a preview of what I'll be speaking on Sunday at Cove Church. So Cove Church has service every Sunday at 10 a.m. at Cherry Street Elementary School in Panama City, Florida. And this Sunday, I will be speaking as part of a 6-week series that my husband is doing on healthy families. And I'll be talking about healthy marriages. So, tonight's life rule is centered around that. However, all life rules are centered around 3 things. The first thing is the Bible. What has the Bible taught us about life? The second thing is, what has Mama taught us about life? And finally, what has life taught us about life? So what have life experiences taught us? And so tonight's rule may be a little surprising to you. Tonight's life rule is this: there should be no person closer to you than your spouse. Yeah, I said that. There should be no one closer to you than your spouse. If you are married, I know some of you listening may not be married, and so I will say this: there should be no one closer to you than Jesus. However, tonight we're talking about life marriage rule number 1, the first one I've ever shared. There should be no one closer to you than your spouse. No one closer to you than your spouse. So, what does the Bible say about it? The Bible says, Matthew 19:6, so they are no longer 2, but one flesh. What God has joined together, let not man separate. What God has joined together, let not man separate. Now, friendship with other people does not separate you from your spouse. However, it could. So be careful. There shouldn't be anyone closer to you than your spouse. Your best friend should be your spouse. What does the Bible say about it? The Bible also says, and though a man might prevail against one who is alone, 2 will withstand him. A threefold cord, I could barely read my writing. A threefold cord is not quickly broken. So, though a man might prevail against one who is alone, 2 will withstand him. A threefold cord is not easily broken. So, that threefold cord is you and your spouse and Jesus. So tonight's life rule is, there really shouldn't be anyone closer to you than your spouse. That threefold cord, that second person is your spouse. That third person is Jesus. In the other verse, let not man separate. What God has put together, let not man separate. You have to guard yourself against anything that might separate you from your spouse. Your spouse should be your closest friend. That's what life has taught me. I've already spoken about what the Bible's taught. Now let's talk about what Mama taught. My mama and daddy have been married for over 50 years. And so too has my husband's mom and dad. They've been married for over 50 years. So my husband and I realize that we are special. We are blessed beyond measure to both have parents who have been married for more than 50 years. They were both high school sweethearts, and they're still sweethearts to this day. And I can say, without a doubt, that their best friend is their spouse. They've proven that in the longevity of their marriage. They've proven that life rule. And so tonight I say to you, life has taught me that there shouldn't be anyone closer to me than my spouse. The Bible says, let not man separate what God has put together, and that a threefold cord is not easily broken. That threefold cord is you, your spouse, and Jesus. And my parents, my mama and my daddy, and my husband's mom and dad, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, have all taught me that there is wisdom in your spouse being your best friend. Bye now.